But every person in this room is a juggler. You say, no, not me. I can't juggle. Well, if we're talking about juggling, as in like what a juggler does with the balls and things, obviously we can't all do that. But these balls are going to remind us of something that we do juggle. Priorities. The things that are important in life sometimes get mixed around in a rather confusing manner. The crystal tube is going to remind us of our heart. Mary's going to go ahead and put the pretty tube on top because it reminds us that people can't see into our hearts. And sometimes we don't take a very good look inside of our hearts either. So on this matter of priorities, if the green ball represents money, we know that money is to be the lower priority. If the yellow ball reminds us of friends and family, we know that's above money. And if the red ball is to represent our relationship with God, we know that's the ultimate priority. We know that's the way it's supposed to be, but if we could see down inside of our hearts, and if others could see inside of our hearts, we might discover that what's supposed to be and what is not the same. We get so busy making money, we get so busy with all these different activities that are part of life, that the next thing you know, it's getting all mixed up and turned around and confused. Let's try it again. Now, there are some who don't seem to care that much about what's going on in their own heart. All they care about is what they can make others think. And so they sort of put on a show. Oh, yeah, money's not that big a deal, and family and friends, that's what it's about. And God's number one. I mean, you know I'm spiritual. But for these people, they're living a lie. The place where God should be is not the place where He is. And it can get worse than that. For some, the priority of God isn't there at all. But they don't want to admit this. They don't want to understand this because they say, I go to church. Like we are here today, and everybody sees me there. There's no doubt I'm there. And if I go to church, well, then I've got God in the right place, right? Priority, I go to church. It's great to have church as a priority, but do you understand? It's not about a building, it's about heart. And if Jesus Christ is not number one in your heart, if God is not number one in your life all week long, what you're doing in church is pretty much a joke. It's good to come here and good to be here to learn and grow. But to just think that because we're in church, spiritually we got it together, we're missing the point. Having it together is being able to say every day, every moment, my relationship with God is my top priority. That's the way it should be. Pastor Tim?